The old saying is that real estate is all about location, location, location. But speak with any family, especially family with kids, and they'll tell you it's all about
Anyone? Anyone?
That's right. Education, education, education. The number one priority for my families in New Braunfels is finding a school and a good school zone. So today I'm going to share with you 4 resources that'll help you find the best school for your kids. But first, there's something very important you should know if you're thinking about moving to New Braunfels when it comes to schools. You should know that the voters and the people who live in New Braunfels wholeheartedly support their schools 120%. In fact, in the last 5 years, the voters in the community here have passed multiple school bonds worth hundreds of millions of dollars for new elementary schools, new middle schools, new high schools, for maintenance and safety, for technology updates. So know that the interest here is in solid schools and making sure the students and families have the best experience and those teacher-student ratios are as low as they can go. The first thing I want to share with you is greatschools.org. Now, this is the same website where Zillow gets its information from when they display school ratings on their website. All right, so here's how to navigate this. What I like to do here is either type in this area either a city or a county, which shows all of the schools in that area, public schools K-12. So let's punch in New Braunfels, and here you see Schools in New Braunfels, Texas pops up. So here you're going to see all of the public schools in New Braunfels, and you're going to see a rating for each school here. Now the rating is based on how well that school performs on national tests. It's not really an indicator of anything else, just how well that school performs on national tests. Now, as you may know, there are many factors that go into how well students perform on tests. So this rating here is not always the best measure of the school. And that's what I love about this website, because it allows you to dig a little bit deeper to see all the other indicators on how well the school performs. So let's check out this school right here, Hoffman Lane Elementary School, and that's not too far from where we live. It has a 10 out of 10 star rating. So you're thinking, wow, what a great school, right? But when you come over here across the top and see reviews, it has a 4 out of 5 star rating. So that's a little bit different feedback from the 10 out of 10 star rating. If you scroll down, it's going to give us some useful information, how well the school performs in math, reading, and science on these national tests. You can see here 86, 85, 77%, all well above the state average. And scroll down more, a lot of useful information here, equity overview, race, ethnicity, makeup of the school, income status of the school, some general information, student demographics. All right, now here's an important one, teachers and staff, students per teacher ratio. That's always a concern for parents, right? So here at this elementary school, it's 17:1. It's a little bit above the state average, which is 15:1. The percentage of teachers, though, with 3 or more years of experience says here is 98%, so that's some very helpful information for parents. Go back up here and let's check out the reviews. So everything shows well so far, right? Everything looks hunky-dory. Let's read a couple of these reviews. Again, we're getting actual comments from actual parents here. So let's read this one. Hoffman is a terrific school. It feels like family here, all right? And then we scroll down a little bit more. There's another review here from a parent. Says the learning experience is good and the teachers are nice, but there are cliques and mean girls, especially in 5th grade. So just because you see a school with a 10 out of 10 star rating doesn't mean everything's perfect. This is why you have to dig a little bit deeper and look at these reviews and look at these student-teacher ratios. Let's look at another school here. Let's look at this one in the middle, Carl Schurz Elementary School. That is a school my wife went to a couple years ago, I guess you can say. So let's click on here. It has a 6 out of 10 star rating. You're thinking, it's not as good as the 10 out of 10, right? Well, let's jump over to the reviews. And this is where, again, you're gonna get parents, actual parents who have experience with that school. This one says, highly satisfied. It's the team, the teachers and leaders. They care about the kids. And let's jump to another one. And this parent says, hey, we love Carl's shirts. The Friday assemblies are excellent. My children have done very well and they love their teachers. I think this review section is the best part of this website because you're able to hear from actual students and actual parents about their experience with the school. Now, you may be tempted seeing that 10 out of 10 star rating, or on the flip side, you may be hesitant to see that 6 out of 10 star rating. But always keep in mind, those numbers directly reflect how well those students in that school do on national exams. But they're not the best indicator on how well that school treats their students. The next resource I'm going to share with you is Google Maps. You can go on Google Maps and find the school and also find the reviews left behind by students and parents on that school. Let's look up another school in New Braunfels. Let's look up Canyon High School, which is only a few minutes from us. Everything is really close here. So we look up Canyon High School right there. Now on great schools, we come over here. Canyon has right here, a 6 out of 10 rating. On Google Maps, it has a 4.1 out of 5 rating, which is not bad, right? So let's look at the reviews here. See, one of them says, in fact, Miss Courtney is my number one favorite teacher because she is really nice. And a review below that says, so many fake people, including the teachers. One thing you really want to be cautious about is that some of these reviews may be coming from students or parents who had a run-in or a squabble with a principal or a teacher.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
No problem at all. I think you know where the front office is.
Like that one right there. So you have to take some of these reviews with a grain of salt. The third resource I'd like to recommend is one of my favorite ones. It actually lets you have conversations with parents who have kids going to that school. So the third resource is local Facebook groups. As an example, let's say we're looking up New Braunfels High School. All right, so let's say we get to that Facebook group page, New Braunfels High School. There's really two ways to go about doing this. One, put a post on the Facebook group page and tell people, hey, we're moving to the area. What are your thoughts on the local high school? The other way is you have a search bar up here and you can search within that group for that specific school. So let's type in New Braunfels High School. So if you type in New Braunfels High School, we'll see all the times that school is mentioned. And here we can see other people's posts that they've already made as well. The final resource I'm sharing with you is called niche.com. Niche.com, it breaks down the top school districts and the top schools, and it also ranks colleges and universities. Niche.com uses test scores, graduation rates, SAT and ACT scores, also teacher quality, college readiness in their evaluations. I hope this information helps you out. If you're thinking about moving to the New Braunfels area, make sure you check out my other videos on this channel about living in New Braunfels. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button for new videos. If you're thinking about buying a home in New Braunfels, I would love to have that conversation with you. My information is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.